Hello, welcome to Learn Mathematics. In this video I am going to solve a question linear algebra. The question is, let S equals to A such that A equals to Aij. This is a 5 by 5 matrix, and Aij equals to 0 or 1 for all I comma j. Also, summation of Aij, summation over j is equals to 1 for all I, and summation Aij, summation over I equals to 1 for all j. Then the number of elements in S is 1 5 square, 2 5 to the power 5, 3 5 factorial, 4 55. This is our question. So solution. This is a question from CISR UGC NET, CISR UGC NET June 2011. So this is CISR UGC NET June 2011 question. Solution. Actually the question is, we have to tell the number of element, that is cardinality of the set S. So first we have to identify what is the set S. Not S equals to A so that A equals to Aij. That means the set contains all the matrices which are 5 by 5 matrices with Aij equals to 0 or 1. That is, every element of that matrix is either 0 or 1. And the conditions on them are that if we add all the elements of a row, you will get 1. Also, if we add all the elements of a column, you are going to get 1. So how does those matrix look like? If we take the identity matrix of 5 by 5 order, then this is our matrix. So as you can see that in any row every element of this matrix is either 0 or 1, and there are no other elements. And if you add any row, then you can see, if we consider the first row, the summation of every element, if we take, then what is the value? The value is 1. Similarly, if we take any column and add all the elements, then we can see the sum is 1. So this is the identity element, is an element of S. So the set S contains all those matrices whose elements are either 0 or 1, and if you add all the column, you will get 1, and if you add all the row, you will get 1. This is the set S, and you have to find the cardinality of the set, that is number of element in the set S. And now we can get back into the solution. So if you look at the matrix, then you can put there are 5 options for the first row, and you can put 1 anywhere. if you put 1 in some places, then all other place is 0. So for suppose if we put 1 in the second place, then these are all 0, because if we add all the elements, then we must get 1, and we can have only 0 or 1 as an element of this matrix. So how many ways you can put 1 in this first row? Obviously there are 4 ways. There are 5 ways, because you can put 1 in the first place, in the second place, in the third place, in the fourth place, and in the 5th place. There are 5 ways I can use 1 in the first row. And if once I use a 1 in some place, all the other places I must use 0 to construct the set. Now if I use 1 in the second place, now I can't use 1 there, because the column we are adding, it must be 1. So in all these places, in this whole column, we must have all zeros. So how many way we can put 1 in the second row? Obviously there are 4 ways. We can put 1 in this second row, because if we use 1 in first place, then all of this place I should use 0, because addition of all element in the second row must be 1. So these are all should be 0. So we have only 4 options. So you can take the multiplication, because there are if there are 5 ways to occur an event and 4 ways to occur second event, then there are 5 into 4 ways to occur both event. That is, there are 5 into 4 ways we can put 1 in first row and in second row. Now after we put 1 in the first row and second row, I can't use 1 on these places. How many way I can put 1 in these places? Obviously there are 3 ways. Either I can use in the third place, or in the fourth place, or in the 5th place. So there are 3. So suppose I am using here, though these are all should be 0. So when I am going to use 1 in this place, then these 2 must be 0, or here, then these 2 must be 0. So obviously use the multiplication rule. So I can use 3 into 3. Now when I use 1 here, then this must be 0, because addition of this column must be 1. Now how many ways I can put 0, 1 in this row? Obviously there are only 2 ways. Either I can put it on the third column, or I can put it on the 5th column. So there are 2 ways. So you should multiply 2. So if I use that on the first place, then this one should be 0 and this one should be 0. So how many ways I can put 1 in this place? Obviously 1 ways. So into 1, and we know what is this. This is actually 5 factorial. Note that this is the only one way, this is only one matrix, but interchanging ones, rearranging all the 1 and zeros, I can get this number of matrices of this type, that is 5 factorial. So the correct option is 3.